Hey y'all, it's your girl Yona Marie. And today I want to talk about different types of melodic motion you can use when you're in your songwriting process. Yona Marie music, create with me. So writing a melody might seem simple, but there's actually a few different techniques you can use when it comes to the melodic notes in your verses, your chorus, your bridge, your intro, your outro, anything that you want to do that's melodic. And what melodic motion is just referring to the directions that your melody is going. So melodic motion can go up, go down, can stay centered, can go stepwise, and I want to get into a few details about different techniques you can use. The genre you're making your song in can heavily influence the type of melodic motion you want to do. For example, if you're making a classical song, a lot of classical pieces, especially like piano pieces, they tend to have a smooth and stepwise flow to their melodic motions, especially the lead melodic lines. Or for example, if you're making a song in the genre of jazz, you might have a lot of skips going on, a lot of surprises with your melody. So let's break down the two main types. There are two different forms. One is called a conjunct melody. And what conjunct means is just stepwise motion. So it's usually used when you want to have a smooth melodic line, something relaxing, something not as confusing, something easy to memorize. You do like a smooth melody. For example, I can see clearly now. Now that's an easy stepwise do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do. And then if you want to use a different technique called disjunct melody, you will actually incorporate some skips, which means skipping a few steps in the scale to hit your notes for the melodic line. So for that same song, I can see clearly now the rain has gone. It actually skipped a few notes to get that. And what disjunct melody does for a songwriter, it really just adds a sense of tension and dynamic change instead of just having the same old stepwise motion, which can be great. A lot of times in music, it's actually good to add a bit of variation and to keep people on their toes when it comes to melodies. Not to mention that a lot of stepwise motion has been used before, so to change up and be a bit unique, you want to add a good amount of disjunct melody into your melodic lines. So keeping those two forms in mind, let's say you just want to ascend with your melody, it'll give you a sense of anticipation, a sense of heightenedness. La, da, da, da. Especially good for bridges when you want to have like a peak point in your song. And then let's say you want to get a little bit somber, maybe you can use a downward melody, especially in like a minor scale. So for descending melodies, you can actually complement that with somewhat somber lyrics, or just tell a story that gets into a downward spiral a bit when you're singing. I can see your light, I can feel the pain. You can see where lyrics can kind of complement your melodic motion. And you can also play around with the scales. For example, you can say you're in C major, but instead of just using the major scale, you can do chromatic. I can see a light. So playing around with chromaticism can really add new energy to your song and make your song's melodies stand out, be more unique than other melodies that have been used in the past, especially in your particular genre. So in the future, when you're trying to come up with different melodic lines, don't limit yourself. Do stepwise, do descending, do ascending, skip around with disjunct melody, use a little bit of chromaticism, go on a wave-like pattern with your melody. You can do so many different things, and I just don't want people out there to limit themselves when it comes to melodies. Consider especially your genre, the tone of the song, the lyrical content that you're writing. It can really complement your song in a way that it'll make it feel like it perfectly matches your lyrical ideas. For more tips, be sure to check out my website, YonaMarieMusic.com, and I will see you in the next video.